Hello, my name is Mary Buchanan, and today I'm going to be talking about how to create a switchboard in Microsoft Office 2010. All the screenshots and steps are tied to the version 2010, but they also work in 2007. Why would you want to create a switchboard in your Access database? There's two main concerns here. One is ease of use for the end user, and the other is database integrity. By creating a switchboard, you are creating an interface between the end user and the database, allowing the end user to do all the things they need to do without fishing around in the back end, where they could have a potential to erase something or break something and mess things up for you. And also, if you do it right, you can give your database a very nice, clean, polished, professional appearance. The first thing you need to do is to actually create your switchboard. You do this by going to the Create tab and clicking on the blank form button. The blank form creates a form that's not tied to any data or any queries or any tables. It's literally just a blank square that you can put anything you want in. And because it's not tied to any data, any records, anything like that, you want to remove any objects on the form tied to record navigation, such as scroll bars and next buttons. So go to Design View in your form and go to the form properties and turn off record selectors, navigation buttons, scroll bars, the close button, and the min and max buttons. The idea is you are going to create a close button if you need it. If you do not feel that you're going to create a close button, you can of course leave it. Also turn on form properties pop-up and modal. This will cause the form to display in the middle of the screen on top of everything and act like a switchboard. Once you've created this switchboard, go ahead and save it and close it, because now we need to change the properties of the database itself so the database treats your new form as a switchboard. So go into the File tab and to Database Options, and we are going to change two things in here. The first one is Display Form. There is a drop down next to that which will show all the forms in your database. Go ahead and choose your switchboard from there. This property will make it so that your form shows up whenever you open the database automatically. Also, we want to make it so the navigation pane that typically shows up on the left-hand side is hidden, because we only want the end users to access functions through your switchboard. So uncheck the checkbox near the bottom that says Display Navigation Pane. When you hit OK, Access is going to prompt you that you need to save and close your database first for these changes to take effect. Go ahead and do that. When you open up your database, your new blank form should show up. It has nothing yet. We're going to fix that now. You can go to Design View by right-clicking on the title bar and choosing Design View. Because we gave our form the pop-up and modal properties, you won't be able to do that with the buttons at the top of your screen. So right-clicking is the way to do that. Also, if you have a need to bring back your navigation pane, hitting F11 on your keyboard will do that. So now that we're in Design View for our form, we are going to add first a title. Whenever you want to add text to your form, text that doesn't do anything, text that just displays, you want to add a label. So go to the Design tab on your ribbon, click on the label button, and click and drag the area of your label and type the title of your form. You're probably going to want to increase the size, maybe change the color of the font, and you can do that on the Format tab on your ribbon. Now that your form has a title, we need to make it actually functional. I recommend creating buttons for everything you're going to want an end user to do. Every data entry form they're going to want to use, every report they want to run, anything like that, so they never feel the need to go fishing around for anything in the background. You just put it all right there for them. To add a button, you go to the Design tab and click the button, and the wizard will step you through everything that you need to do to get your button to do what you want. And you can either choose a picture for your button or put text on the button. That's up to you. This is also where you'd go and include a close button that would close the entire database, which is usually what I do with my switchboards. Other common things to add to a switchboard are maybe more labels for perhaps instructions for the end user, such as click this button first, and when you're finished, then click this button. Again, if you want to add text to your form that doesn't have any kind of function, it's just text, you do not want a text box, you want a label. Another thing that people do sometimes is use the tab control, which actually makes it so you have more than one tab on your form, and maybe you break up your buttons and tasks by category or function. The rectangle button can add a square rectangle of color anywhere in your form that you want. Also nice for organization and to kind of let the user know everything in the blue box is data entry, everything in the green box is reports, things like that. And the image button to add graphics. So now your form should be fully functional and have a button for everything you want the end user to be able to do. So now we should make it look nice. Any images you want, such as a company logo, you can add that. I do recommend a company logo. It can make it look really professional. Also, it's good to arrange all your buttons and all your controls, make maybe the left edges line up, make sure they're all formatted consistently, make it all laid out very nicely. And it's good practice to switch regularly between your design view, which is where you actually make all these changes, and the form view, which shows you what the form is going to look like when somebody's actually using it. Do this often, and whenever you make changes that you like, save. And don't forget to test everything. You want it to work. If the whole point of the form is to keep your users from being confused, you need to test it. Use it as they would use it. Save often, test everything, make it look nice, and you're done. Congratulations, you've created a database switchboard.